Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Retirement SOS. I'm Ernie.
And I'm Beth, and this is Ruby.
And today we're going to talk about the three biggest stresses in retirement and how to cope with them. So Beth, before we begin, how are you feeling today?
I'm fine. I'm always stressed in one way or the other. Sometimes I think it doesn't matter if you're retired or you're a CEO. Stress is a human nature kind of thing.
Yes, and there's good stress and there's bad stress. The good stress is the short-term stress, let's say doing this YouTube video. The bad stress is when it becomes chronic stress, when it lasts for weeks and months. So
True.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. So the first biggest stress in retirement is coping with change. You're leaving your work. You're leaving your comfortable environment. You're leaving your colleagues. You're leaving the cafeteria and the great food from the vending machines. Mm-hmm. So it's something that is new and different. And like anything else that's unfamiliar, there's going to be a transition period. So kind of consider this first phase, like perhaps maybe 4 months, a great time to experiment. One thing I'm not going to kid you about is that it did take me a little bit of time to transfer from work mode into a slower but yet better lifestyle associated with retirement. Even though I wasn't really prepared, I took everything casually. And by doing that, I was trying to find my way. And I was discovering new things all the time. So here's my secret. As I was transitioning, I was pretending that this was an audition for retirement. And guess what? It worked like a charm, and I've never looked back since.
You got the part.
Exactly.
So let's look at one of the biggest stresses in retirement. Do you have enough money saved to retire? I think a good piece of advice is not to compare yourself to anyone. Try and live within your own financial means. And if you have discovered that you just don't have quite enough or you're not bringing in enough income, there's no shame in maybe re-entering the workforce on a part-time basis, perhaps finding a job like someone we know who went back to work in a retail store, but it was a nature store, and he's a bird watcher and absolutely loves it. So he's bringing in some extra income and also, enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's more common than you think. A lot of retirees are going back to work and they're actually enjoying it.
And they're alleviating some financial stress. So the great thing about working part-time is that you're learning new things, you're meeting new people. I don't think anyone could predict the tight financial times that we're all in and the inflation that's really challenging to a lot of seniors. So don't beat yourself up and try and look on it as a positive thing to actually get out of the house and work a little bit.
And you know what, Beth? Living within your means is easier once you have a proper perspective of things, a plan in place, and a positive outlook. So the last major stress associated with retirement are health concerns. The last thing we want to do after we leave the workforce is start retirement with health issues.
Or die.
Or die. Yes, that's the ultimate.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Sorry, you're gone. Anyways, take care of your body and eat healthy. Don't over focus on the status of your health, because for sure if you do, you're going to get sick over it.
Yeah, you get more stressed.
Yeah, how ironic is that? So let's face it, most retirees have some type of issue they're dealing with. The key is just to keep it manageable, under control. Always appreciate your good health and never take it for granted. Another thing, and this is a benefit, is retirees, when they get together, let's say for lunch, when I get together with my friends for lunch, we love to talk about our health issues. And I'll complain about my knee. My friend will complain about his shoulder. Another guy's going to complain about his back. And we're all trying to up one another. And we take that as a major topic of conversation, and it's a source of pride.
So there's countless ways to de-stress. We all know them: yoga, meditation. For me personally, I find a walk around the block with the dog often does the trick. I like reading, so going to the library and, just even if I don't find a book, just wandering around the library for a couple hours somehow calms me. I'm not going to lie, I like to shop, chatting with a friend. Those are the things that work best for me. What about you?
Well, I think my aunt had the most unique de-stressor. And what she would do is she would keep a bar of king-size dark chocolate in the refrigerator. So when she was, under stress, she would go to the refrigerator and she would unwrap that foil paper and she'd take a row of dark chocolate out, only one row of dark chocolate, and she would eat it. And then she would feel a lot better. And it was great for me as a kid because when I would visit my aunt, I always knew she had that dark chocolate in the refrigerator, so I would always sneak a row of dark chocolate.
And of course, we need to mention one of the best stress busters of all, and that's maybe getting yourself a little pet. Ruby does the trick for us.
She's a good little dog.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there are really no reasons to get overly stressed when it comes to retirement. Remember the song by Bobby McFerrin in 1988? Don't worry, be happy. That should be the soundtrack of your retirement.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking or subscribing to our channel. So until next time,
Bye for now.